Joe, I love you. Joe is a great caller because I agree with just about everything that you just said.
Okay, guys, so tonight I ended up, a local TV station, Indiana's News Channel in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I mean, they have a weekly talk show, sports call-in show called Sound Off, and that's what you see in the very beginning of it, in the intro here. And they were talking, last week they talked about IU, but this week they were talking about the number one seeds, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the clip right now, and then when I come back, I'll go ahead and go over and talk about it. So today's vlog is going to be short, so.
They've stubbed their toe a couple times, but when you consider the schedule that they've had in front of them, they've looked pretty tough. All right, let's go back into the phone lines. Joe, go ahead. Joe, you're on the air.
Hi, Tommy. I enjoy watching you on the news. But anyway, I think Indiana should definitely be a number one seed. I think Miami should be. I think Gonzaga. And I don't think Duke should be. I think Michigan should be the number one seed. But I think Duke, I think there's like a Duke bias in the media. Miami beat Duke by 27 points, and they'll still a game up on them in the ACC.
Joe, I love you. Joe is a great caller because I agree with just about everything that you just said, except for Gonzaga. I'm not as high on Gonzaga as a lot of people are, but I have Miami as one of my number one seeds. I have Michigan as one of my number one seeds as well. You got the Dukies.
I do have the Dukies, and I have Gonzaga.
Why do you have the Dukies?
And I have the Dukies. It's the same reason why I have Gonzaga, pretty much, is based on experience. When you get into the tournament play and in March, it is about coaching. I mean, in so many of those situations, in clutch situations in games, whether it's the Final Eight, Sweet 16, whatever it may be in there, coaching is where it shows up. And I think that you cannot look down on Duke or Gonzaga's experience in this tournament.
Larinaga from Miami took a little team by the name of George Mason to the Final Four. I don't know if you remember that.
I'm not hating on Miami.
So it's not like they don't have a good coach. They also ran the Dukies off of the floor, 90-63.
That was bad. That was a bad day.
They handed it to Duke.
That was food poisoning.
Now, they do play this Saturday. Those two play this Saturday, Miami and Duke. That matchup will probably decide one of the number one seeds. We're going to find out a lot there, but I really like that team. Miami is 5-1 versus the RPI, top 25 RPI teams. All right, Scott Fredericks is going to take us out the break. I got the phone lines jammed on this topic, so we're going to continue talking March Madness when we come back from DuPont Bar and Grill. This is Sound Off.
Okay, but anyway, guys, so what it was they were talking about number one seeds, and I think Gonzaga, I think out of the number one seeds, I think Michigan should get one as of right now. I think Indiana should get one, and I think Miami. I don't think Duke should yet, and simply because Duke is, they're one full game back behind Miami, and they lost by 27 points to Miami. But I'm not saying they shouldn't be in the discussion, but boy, that's a tough call. See, now I'm debating in my head. Maybe Michigan shouldn't deserve to be in, and maybe the ACC deserves two number one seeds. I don't know. But Indiana should definitely get one as of right now, and Miami should definitely get one. I don't know. Yeah, the ACC, I don't know. if Duke wins against Miami this Saturday, that will change everything. And if Indiana loses or something, I mean, you know, it's a day-to-day thing. That's why I'm going to start doing bubble talk and a little bit more often at the end of vlogs and stuff. And maybe whole vlogs dedicated to bubble talk. But who do you guys think should have the number one seeds and all that? And by the way, at the end of the once Selection Sunday hits, I'm going to have a couple vlogs totally dedicated to my predictions of each region and each bracket and stuff like that. And I'd love to get your picks under the comments below and stuff. But until then, tomorrow, I don't know, we'll talk more about the bubble teams and stuff, I think. So we're getting very close to Selection Sunday, only 10 days away. So I do plan on zeroing in and focusing on bubble talk. So and the seeding of the tournament and how many teams each conference has got probably put in and stuff like that. But until then, peace.